Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
I'll just switch off the camera because, or the only thing that's possible is do it like this. So you can see me now. Fine. The step one would be so we'll have equals to this value minus minimum of this. The columns are to be freezed. I'll just pull over everything so that एक काम और कर सकते हैं हम यहीं पर ना divided by 1000 भी कर देंगे तो all the values will get reduced. Okay, so it becomes easy for us to work around when we are actually working around with.
That zeros we have to remove, na? Like
Sorry?
it was 42,000 initially.
Sorry.
Sir, it was 42,000 initially that we have to remove.
Yes, for 42,000 I just did divided by 1000. So instead of 42,000 it became 42. So when we are doing it manually it would be easy, but when we are doing it using Excel then we need not worry about that 1000 also. Since we were working around partially that way, so that's the reason why I did this. आप लोग उसमें से कुछ लोगों ने ऑलरेडी पहले लिख के भी ले लिया होगा ना? Fine. So step one was row minimization. This is what we did. Then step two, column minimization. We'll just remove the values and it would be equals to this value minus minimum of. Now the rows has to be freezed. Fine. So we have got zeros here. Then we started with reduction. Okay. So we just will take this, Control C. We had theta equals to 1 and we were able to reach up to this part. That means we had this value as 8, 5, 2, 0. I'm just writing it down so that we are able to save some time there. Okay. 1, 2, 0, and 1. Correct? This is where till that part where we have reached. Correct? Now if we start with the allocation, यहाँ पर से लेते हैं जो चीजों की जरूरत पड़ेगी, we'll just copy those things. Okay, so we'll take this 0, first row, first allocation, automatically will not have, we'll have to cancel all these things. Actually हम लोग manually करते हैं तो fast होता है, but उसमें फिर then the negative side is we have to spend time in drawing the boxes again and again. Correct? Second row, we have got only just 1 0. So we can make an allocation here and automatically this will get cancelled. This will also get cancelled. What about these two? So we cannot do anything there. So we'll start allocating column wise now. So first column, we have an allocation possible. So we'll just put it here. Okay. And on this side, this will get cancelled. Correct? So now earlier we had only 2 allocations. Now we have 3. So again, we'll work around. ये पूरा का पूरा वापस से ले लेते हैं एंड व्हाट इसके बाद में क्या करना पड़ेगा हमको
theta equals to 1.
तो उसके पहले we need to cover all the zeros with minimum number of straight lines. Correct? So straight line भी चुरा लेते हैं यहाँ से. We'll borrow it from here. Three zeros we have it here in this line. So I have used it. Then another one, I have 3 zeros vertically also. So fine. Are there more zeros which are still uncovered? These ones, correct? So one more horizontal line and then we have covered all the zeros, correct? Now what would be our theta again for the next one? Hello?
Yes, sir.
I thought I have got disconnected.
No, sir, you're audible.
But since nobody is responding, so that means either there is some problem या फिर आप सब लोगों की बैंड बज गई और ज्यादा झेल नहीं पा रहे हैं. Okay, what would be my theta?
1, sir.
1.
Would be 1. So now I will subtract that theta from all the uncovered cells. So that means these are my only uncovered cells. So 8 minus 1 would be 7. 5 minus 1 would be 4. 1 minus 1 would be 0. 1 minus 1 would be 0. 2 minus 1 would be 1. 2 minus 1 would be 1. Okay. At the intersection, I have to add it. So this is one point of intersection. 0 plus 1 will be 1. At this juncture, 1 plus 1, it would be 2. What about others? They will be remaining as it is. So here it is.
So how
2.
did we get theta as well?
Okay. Theta is basically selected based on the uncovered cells. The least value of the uncovered cells will be called as theta. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir, what step number? It is 4, na?
Sorry.
The table on which you are now, this is the step number 4, right?
This cell, this is step number 4.
Okay.
This was my first row minimization, column minimization. Then we did the allocation. After that, we we identified theta equals to 1. This was the next value. still we were not able to have an allocation in all the cells. So we moved to the next one. So we identified theta again and then we are doing it. Okay. So now we will again start with allocation, and this time the allocation would be first row 0 is there. The minute we place a 0 there, so automatically these will get cancelled. Correct? Second row I have 2 zeros, third row I have 2 zeros, forget it. First column I have a single 0, so I will just, sorry. So first column I will make an allocation here. The minute I make an allocation there, all the zeros in that particular row will get cancelled. Now I have got 0, 0, 0, 0. So I don't have clearly defined 0, but look at this. What is happening here is I can choose either this and this 0, or I can choose this and this 0. That means it's a multiple option possible. So I have got two solutions at this front. Okay. Are we clear with this? This is solution 1. And then,
Can you repeat, please?
okay, I'll just repeat that last part. What is happening here is, I'll just delete this.
Sir, actually you took B3 in the third table and then you took B C3.
See, first directly I have made an allocation in the first row. There
Yes,
was only
sir.
1 0. Perfect there,
Yes,
no
sir.
issues.
Yes,
Then
sir.
I cancelled the zeros below this 0, because
Yes.
since I have already allocated this territory to salesman A, now this cannot actually have any other allocation. So I cancelled these zeros. Then I came to the second row, that is for salesman B. There were 2 zeros still left out. So there was a confusion. So I just left it as it is. Third row, again there were 2 zeros. So I left it as it is. Then I started column wise. So there was only 1 0. So I made an allocation. The minute I made an allocation, this 0 got cancelled. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Now I have 2 zeros in this column, 2 zeros in this column, and similarly 2 zeros in this row as well as 2 zeros in this row. That means it is my choice now if I wish to choose like this or choose like this. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So I can have an allocation like this also, or I can have an allocation by selecting these two diagonal elements. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So this is an example of multiple optimal solution. And now if you look at the total revenue, okay, that the total sales that you expect that you can actually generate from there is, one is this 24. Okay, I'll just put something there so that we can easily identify. Second one is this 21, and then we have a choice between the two. So either I take this 25 and this 20, or I take this 25 and this 20. Now, why this thing is coming up is because your salesman B and C have same potential. So there is no difference between the potential of salesman B and C. Clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so total revenue that you will be able to generate would be addition of these four. So that means sum total comes to 90,000, because we have divided everything by 1,000. So it would be 90,000 is what you will be able to achieve. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any doubts there? How do you identify multiple optimal solution?
No,
Yes.
sir.
Huh?
Sir, like there are possibilities, right? We get like 4 the same, like 2 options, like which we can go through. Like in the exam also we can get. No?
Sorry,
Sir, like these questions we may get in the exam, right?
100%. Actually, अभी जो हमने शुरू किया है, these are the ones which you can actually expect. Okay. इसके पहले जो हमने किया था ना, वो it is something which only just talks about the method, how the method is, how you can apply that method. Now what we are looking at is the application of that method. Okay. अभी तो शुरू हुआ है, अभी इसके आगे देखो, आप देखते जाओगे तो डिफिकल्टी लेवल हम उसको थोड़ा सा बढ़ाते जाएंगे, बट यू विल एक्चुअली एंजॉय. Look at it from application point of view. See, you can have salesmen with similar potential, and at the same time you can have salesmen with different potential. So who should be allocated to which territory? If a salesman comes and says ki boss, ye particular territory which you have allocated to me is far off from my place. Okay, so can you without thinking anything उसको उसके घर के पास वाला लोकेशन दे सकता है क्या? If you do that, there is a possibility that the total revenue that you expect that you will be able to generate will reduce. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Are we clear?
Yes,
Any
sir.
doubts here?
Yes, sir.
You can use any method, even the method that we had used earlier, but directly using the lines is the easier method because then you are able to save a lot of time there. Okay, and number of iterations will reduce, but the method, tick mark method that I have shown you will help you in terms of being more precise and perfect. Okay, so you can choose whichever method you wish to. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so 1 second, let me just. Can we take up the next problem now?
Yes, sir.
At least the formulation can be done. Possible? Because already we have lost some time in terms of that experiment that we were doing. सब लोग इतना शांति मेंटेन करेगा तो that says कि भैया अभी बस करो, तुम घर जाओ. That is what you tell me.
No, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
Exactly. Okay. ठीक है. Let us do some exercise for our brains. Okay. This is a situation for an HR manager. A company named as Weldon has taken the 3rd floor of a multi-storied building for rent with a view to locate one of their zonal offices. There are 5 main rooms in this to be assigned to 5 managers. Each room has its own advantages and disadvantages. Some have windows, some are closer to the washrooms or to the canteen or secretarial pool. कहीं एक आध ऐसे भी हो सकते हैं जहां से कि बाहर व्यू सीनरीज बहुत अच्छी मिलती है. The rooms are of all different sizes and shape. Each of the 5 managers were asked to rank their room preferences amongst the rooms. 301, 302, 303, 304 and 305. These are the 5 rooms which are available and which would be given to them for their office. Their preferences were recorded in a table as indicated below. So, manager M1, he gave first preference for 302, second for 303, then 304, and no other preferences. That means he doesn't want room number 301 and 305. Manager M2 gives preference for 302 as the first preference, second preference 304, third 305, fourth 301 and 303 उसको नहीं चाहिए. Okay, M3 भाई थोड़ा कंफर्टेबल बंदा है, उसने सभी को लिस्ट कर दिया, बट इन दिस ऑर्डर ऑफ प्रेफरेंस. He wants 303, 301, 304, 305, 302. This is his order of preference. Similarly for M4 and M5. Now, most of the managers did not list all the 5 rooms since they were not satisfied with some of these rooms and they have left these rooms from the list. Assuming that their preference can be quantified by numbers, find out as to which manager should be assigned to which room so that their total preference ranking is minimum. अब बताओ क्या करोगे?
Sir, M1, M2, M3 till M5 will be columns, and 3012 to 305 will be rows, and then we can put the ranking like the M1 में जैसे 302 first preference है, तो we will give the ranking of 1, 2 and so on, and like जिसने कुछ भी select नहीं किया, like only 3, like M1 has chosen only 3 preferences, so the other 2 rooms will get 0.
Very good. ठीक है. With that, can you just try and do it? आप जिनको 0 डालोगे, what will happen is, since whatever that we are doing is a minimization process, so automatically, अरे हाँ, sorry, I realized we made a mistake in the previous problem. The method was minimization, but actually since we were talking about revenue, so it has to be maximization. Correct, ना? हम मिनिमम को एलोकेट करते हैं,
मैक्सिमम को एलोकेट करना होता है.
मैक्सिमम को एलोकेट करना चाहिए था.
मैक्सिमम सेल्स वालों को एलोकेट करना चाहिए.
हाँ, sorry, I made a blunder and none of you realized it. See, I tell you, I will be successful the day you are able to identify flaws in the system. Okay, when you are able to think logically and identify कहाँ पर problem हो गया. Okay, so आज तो मैं fail हो गया. Okay, next time please catch me. इसमें भी अगर आप जो रूम्स नहीं उन लोगों ने प्रेफरेंस में नहीं डाला है, if you put that as a 0, so minimization करोगे तो उनको वही वाले रूम्स एलोकेट हो जाएंगे. मतलब उनको 0 नहीं, उनको बहुत हाई वैल्यू डालनी पड़ेगी उनके लिए.
Sir, in the previous problem, can we multiply the first table with -1 and then do the same method so you'll get the answer?
That's one method how you do it. The second way is what you do is, I will just share the screen. Already shared. एक मिनट. वो आप लोगों के पास में वो PDF फाइल है ना, which I have shared with you.
Yes, sir.
उसमें सारे questions दिए हुए हैं, तो please keep on referring that. That is what we are going to look at. Let me just go back to this and multiple optimal solution. इधर पर सबसे पहला गलती अपने को करेक्ट करना पड़ेगा. What we'll have to do is पूरा का पूरा ये चेंज होगा. What is the maximum revenue that we are able to generate? 42,000.
Yes, sir.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
So if I subtract all the elements in this cell from 42,000, that means that's my opportunity loss. In case of 42,000, 0 opportunity loss. But in case of 35, I should have been able to make it up to 42. So 35, 42 minus 35 would be 7. Now, once this gets converted into an opportunity loss matrix, okay, अभी इसको ऐसे करेंगे equals to this value minus maximum of all the cells, okay, and I say close. Sorry, उल्टा करना था. Minus C6. नहीं तो वो सब नेगेटिव में चला जाता है. Okay, so now if I minimize this table, okay, then I will be perfectly right. But if I am still minimizing this one, so I have reduced my revenue, which is wrong. So all these things have gone to the drains. सारी मेहनत बेकार हो गई भाई. Clear? So आप लोग करके ready रखेंगे for the next session?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
हाँ? मैं randomly किसी को भी बोलूँगा to share the screen and do it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can we do that?
Yes, sir.
बहुत धीमा सा ऐसा है.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
हाँ.
Yes.
वो हाउस द जोश वाली बात है. चलो ठीक है.
Sir, can you
Fine.
show the maximization formula once again?
What we'll do is we will find the maximum value from this table and subtract all these elements from that maximum value. So what I have done here is equals to maximum of this matrix minus every element value.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Chalo. ठीक है. Let me just download the.
Sir, suppose this we have to do the same procedure, right? Like row minimization and so on.
Yes, post this it would be minimization only because it has got converted into opportunity loss matrix, and loss you always try to minimize. Correct, na?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
got it.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
So we will read it like this. Just a second. We'll read it like this, that here there is no opportunity loss, but here I am losing 7,000. Here I am losing 14. Here I am losing 21. Here I am losing 27,000 and so on. So now this is your loss matrix, opportunity loss matrix. This you will reduce. तो फिर उसके बाद में step 1, step 2 सब कुछ चलेगा. Row minimization, column minimization, allocation and so on.
Okay, sir.
Okay. फिर आपका एलोकेशन ना एक्चुअली ये कॉर्नर के सेल्स ना हो करके ये वाले ना हो करके ये वाले सेल्स आएंगे. 42 और 12 और ये दोनों 25-20 और 25-20 वैसे. तो देन इट विल नॉट बी दिस. It would be this. Final solution, what you will get is, and diagonally any two from these four. Okay. So then it will no longer be 90. It will be 42 plus 25 plus 20 plus 12, 99. it would be 99,000. Okay.
Yes, sir.